We're here today to make the scrappy pads. All I've got is a load of scraps. So this is the perfect way to use up these larger pieces of scrapbook paper. Scrapbook paper, writing paper, I have got everything in here. And I'm going to make notebooks of all different sizes as ephemera ready for my junk journals. So what I might do is layer them up like this. I mean, you can have big pads, you can have tiny pads. I've made loads. This is one of my favourite things to do with all my scraps. I'll make another one. Yeah, this is just an offcut. I could see if I could rip that. That seems a shame. It seems a shame. I might leave the picture and use it somewhere in my journal. So I'm just trying to find my coffee dyed ones. And we're just going to rip until I think we've got enough. I would say probably you would want, I don't know, maybe 5 little pages. Let me do it in the middle, because that would be handy, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3. And sometimes I like to have mine sort of layered. Now, you can use a stapler just to pop them down, and then we'll decorate them up. See, those two are the same length. So what I'm going to do is just rip across there. You can ink these up. If you want to ink them, ink away. I tend to not do that until they're going into my journal, because I might not put them in a grungy journal. I might not want them all inked up. So I'll just do the edges so you can see the difference it makes. I like the inking. Never used to, but I do now. So I've got 1, 2, 3 there. 4. Honestly, this is as easy as it is, guys. It's so simple. Yep, let's go there. Let's go there. Can't bend it. And we've got a little fold. Now that's quite handy, because what we can do, put them at the top, and we can wrap that round just like that and staple that on. How about that? You've got a little one at the back, secret one. So that's 2 already. Now we've got some smaller pieces, so I'm going to use that again. I'm going to see if I've got any smaller bits. There we go, there's a little bit. Probably that one I won't be able to use. So I'm going to put them underneath here. I know that most of you will have made these a million times in your journals, but there are always new people in this community that probably haven't done this. And I just want to make sure that, you know, we're covering everybody. And I'm going to put this one on the top, like that. And I'm folding that one over, and there's another one. If you haven't got a stapler, I've got an idea for you. So let's make this smaller, because it doesn't need to be that big. They're only little notepads. So we're going to make a couple of these. I'm still got no room. Right, so I've got this paper that we can rip up. It's just from an old exercise book. And I might put a couple of pieces of those onto each one. This is mass making junk journal ephemera. Nice, easy, simple. Anybody can do this. It is not complicated stuff. I'm going to change the colour up. Let's put one of them on there as well. Put that on. I think one more piece each should do it. And what I'm going to do, I think, on this one is I'm going to put a bit of colour on the front, like this. So let's do this one. 1, 2, let's change that round. 1, 2, 3, and a couple of writing ones at the back. So you're saying, I haven't got a stapler, Carol. What am I going to do? I got you covered. What you need is a little thing to poke a hole, just like that. And a little one of these, she says. I'm hoping you've got one of these. Whatever they're called, because I can never remember the names of things. As you probably know if you watch me a lot. If you don't watch me, please subscribe. That was a bit sneaky, wasn't it? You weren't expecting that already. There you go. Notepad. Done. Okay. Easy peasy. But Carol, I haven't got any of those either. Okay. You are so new, you haven't got anything that you can use. I've still got you covered, guys. Have you got some string or some cotton or wool? Any of the above will work. And you just need a little bit. So whatever you've got, grab that. And let's do a different colour. I want blue, but I don't want this blue. What's this one? Oh no, that's too small. That's a pretty one. Let's take that bit off. And we're going to make this one. I'm going to put the straight edges at the top. That's all I'm doing, putting the straight edges at the top. Like that. Like that. And this time I'm going to make 2 holes. Now, really, I should have something to poke into. So I'm going to grab a tissue. That might work. I do have a little mat, but I know that some people might not have a little mat. So we're just going to poke through. She says, hopefully. I think it's just as easy to have it in my hand. And we're going to poke through. Easier said than done. Now, my problem is getting this through the hole. So you need to thread it onto a needle. Now, if you've started making junk journals, you may have one of these big fat needles that you use to make your journals. If not, a darning needle is quite good. Or you can just wrap some sellotape around the end of your string. And maybe you need to make a bigger hole than I've got here. If you've got a hole puncher, you can use that. I'm just trying to get all my threads through. There we go. Move me tissue, me gluey tissue out the way. So I'm going to come in from the back. I bet you can't guess what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back down. Oh, can't out. And then I'm going to tie these together. Just like that. In a little knot at the back. Oops, like that. You can leave this dangling if you want. And there you go. You've got a notepad. Okay, so a few different ways. I am going to cut that off. You can do whatever you like. Okay, you can make it out of the tiniest bits of paper. So we could make some skinny ones. Just get some little bits of paper. I mean, these are already scraps, but you can make them even smaller like this. Okay, and we can have pretty ones at the front and the back. So if we just layer these up. So, oh look, see, now these are bits, get off. These are bits that I've already cut. So I might make a little grungy one out of those. What have I got? See, pretty little papers. And I probably won't use them, so I'll use the other side. Like that. Some of this, which is, I think, some scrapbook paper. Now you could probably have that on both sides because it doesn't, you could write on that quite easily. I'll put it that way. No, I'll have it that way. I like it that way, it's cute. And just make a little pile of those, and again, just staple them, put your little pin through. I'm going to staple them. In fact, I think I might have that really pretty one on the top. Yes, why don't you do that, Carol? Honestly. There we go. That's not the pretty one. Oh, we could have, let's have this one on the top. Turn that one over to write on. Put them all down. Don't worry about whether they're the right length. We can just, two little ones. So, yep, and let's make a little tall grungy one like this. You can have them flipping up as well. So just layer them up on top of each other like this. And we don't need, what we need on this one, I'm never going to get that through. I'm going to have to staple because I don't think I'm going to be able to push that through there. But what I will do is just press those down just to make sure it's on. And then you've got a little flip up mini book, mini scrappy pad. So cool. Look how many we've got already. So I'm still going, we're still making, what's this one? So then we'll just carry on inside. 1, 2, there's a piece, 3, 4, what's this one? Oh, hang on. There we go. Let's have, I want one that I don't have to let go now. Or we'll just go with one of these. I had to let go. I had to let go. Okay. So I'm hoping I can get this through there. I don't know. I don't know. I would use my hole punch, but I feel like that's cheating. Because, you know, not everybody's got a hole punch. And if you're new and you haven't got a hole punch, it's going to put you off. And I don't want to do that. So what I might do is, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you've all got a stapler. This is what I'm hoping. That a stapler is one of your supplies. So you would put your pages together like that and then put a little bit of glue. Not glue stick. I don't think glue stick would work. But just a little bit of glue on the top. We're now going to do a bit of decorating. I mean, I could carry on just making them. There's so many different ways to make these. And pop that in there like that. Okay, right, I'm going to leave those because you can find different ways. There are, as you can see, so many ways. Now we can decorate them up. And this one, quite shabby. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop some lace on the top. So just cut a little bit of lace, because we don't want to see the staple, do we? I don't mind using staples, don't want to see them. So a little bit of glue on top of the staple. Oh, she says. Come on. There we go. You can work. Oh, it's so empty, guys. It's so empty. So empty. Come on. Maybe if I leave it upside down a bit. And we'll just put a little bit of fabric or lace on the top. One. And you've got these. Now, any bit of lace you can use. I've got a bit of fabric here. And I'm going to try and cut it with my paper scissors. Probably not the best idea. It's not going too badly. There we go. And again, little bit of glue. Now you can fold it over. You could put it just right on the edge like that. And fold over to cover the staples on both sides. Up to you. You can attach these into your journal so they don't come out, or you can have them as removable. Now, my stapler is not brilliant. I'm just going to make sure those edges are down. What should we put on this one? I mean, you can just add another bit of paper if you've got something that's coordinating. Something like that, maybe. Or just cut a strip. If you haven't got any fabric, add some paper to the top. Wrap it round. Hide that staple. Doesn't really match the back. But you get the idea. That can go in an eclectic journal anywhere. Those are done. This one, we can leave that because it's underneath. And we might just put something on the front of these. These ones definitely need something. So I'm thinking a bit of lace on the top, maybe one of them. And these are not just the basics then. These are ready. These are ready to go. Oh, that needs trimming, doesn't it? Let me just trim that. Nice and simple. Little scrappy pads. Easiest things you can make. Now I've got this out and I'm thinking for one of these big ones I could put a piece of doily on. And again I'm going to try and cut it with my paper scissors because I haven't got my what do you call them? Fabric scissors, that's the word. I haven't got those near me. And I just want to get this on and done. Hide those staples. There you go. Make sure it's sticking. And shall we put this piece on here? Oh, that'll work. Look at that. They're scrappy pads with a scrappy bit of doily. Oh, come on, come on. Just for this video, I promise I'll get some more. It was running out last time. It's still running out. And I think making scrappy pads is a fantastic way to use up all your scraps. Whether it's scraps of fabric, scraps of anything, really. You could put a cluster onto here. So I think maybe we'll make clusters next week. I know they're very, very easy and everybody does it. I just feel like I need to do something with this one. You know what I might do is just put another bit of paper on. So if you've enjoyed this video, guys, do give me a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. And then it'll spread to more people who might not know about how to make scrappy pads. There we go. Easy peasy, very scrappy notepads. I'm going to rip the bottom of that one because it looks a bit too neat to me. So these are ideal popping in your junk journals. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial. Bye for now.